So God's been patient with all of us. Therefore, guess what? If we're going to be willing to receive God's patience, guess what Paul says? We've got to be willing to be patient with other people, and we need other people to be patient with us. Have you ever had to say these glorious words before? Hey, would you be patient with me? Huh? Now, are you willing? Come on. Are you and I willing to extend that patience back to others? Oh man, I'm telling you, when we work together for any amount of time and serve together, yes, patience is it's going to be more than a virtue. It's going to have to be something we put into practice, or we're not going to be able to preserve this unity. We need to be patient with one another. Now, the Greek word here is makrothumia. It's not only fun to say, but it's packed with meaning, all right? It's a compound word, and it's made up of the word for anger and for long. So it means to be long literally in Hebrew, it's the expression is long nostrils. Yeah, you can go ahead and laugh, but that's what it is. Now, most of us have a tell when we start getting angry. I want you to think about yourself for a minute. You may not realize it, but other people that you know can tell when you start to get annoyed. Wave at me if you know what is going to annoy your spouse. Man, I know. There's a little thing that happens. I'm not telling you. I know it. And I'm like, whoa, you better be careful. But oftentimes what happens is you can tell it in people's noses. Now, don't go around looking at everybody's noses all the time, right? That's creepy, first of all. But it's a Hebrew expression that means to flare up the nostrils, okay? And so it means to have a long fuse. Have you ever been guilty of just flying off the handle? Maybe you got tons of other things on your mind. I'm not making excuses. And then somebody comes along and they hadn't done anything to deserve your wrath, but boy, they get it nonetheless. Huh? Woohoo! Hey, by the way, we're talking about where we actually live, all right? This is down in the trenches. This is life. If we're not careful, we can carry all this stuff around with us, and then woe to the person who puts that little straw up on the camel's back, so to speak, and then we just go off and we give full vent to that anger. And man, we go, ooh, I feel better now. I got them told. I gave them a what? And you know the old saying, you needed every piece of that mind you got. You don't need to be giving any of that thing away. But we're talking about to be slow to anger. That's a good translation. I like what Lynn Coheck, she's a brilliant scholar, and she's pointed out in the biblical text, this phrase, with patience, carries the sense of being calm under fire and slow to anger. Being calm under fire and slow to anger. Meaning when life gets heavy, when it's like everything's coming against you, can you stay calm? Now, I don't know about you, but when everything's going on in my life, probably the last thing that I need to be told is what? Stay calm or calm down. So, what do you mean I am calm? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I am calm. And just, man, if you could just, that's so rich, isn't it? But this is what we're striving for, to be calm under fire and slow to anger. Now, that same word, as I told you, appears in the Hebrew Bible, and God uses it to describe one of his essential attributes. I want you to join me once again. Just going to read this text. We've talked about it so many times, but it's Exodus 34:6. Exodus chapter 34, verse number 6. Let me set the stage for you once again, because we don't want to lose context. God has brought his people out of Egypt. He has set them free. They are on their way to the promised land. Things are looking great. But Moses goes up on a mountain to meet with God to get some good instructions for the people. Because they're free, but hey, freedom doesn't mean you're free to do whatever you want. Hello? They're free to worship and serve the Lord, but they need good instructions. They need to know what pleases him. So Moses goes up there. He's in the presence of God. He's downloading the word to bring back to them. But the people get impatient. Yes, that word. They get impatient. They get tired of waiting on God and Moses. So what do? They pull some gold together. They start pulling them Mr. T starter kits.